ESPN may not have basketball. They may not have NKAA basketball, but I'm Chris Berman, and we still have the Chris Berman Show. TNT, I'm going to talk about this for a moment. I'm Chris Berman. Welcome to the Chris Berman Show. TNT may think they're great. They have Dick Enberg, they have Marv Albert, they have O.J. Simpson, they have Dick Vernkist, whoever this guy is, but they don't have me. Chris Berman, undoubtedly the best announcer there ever was. And I still have my own show, Chris Berman Show, coming at you. We have a special NKAA guest. We're going to talk about that a little later on. The NKAA is suffering right now. I don't think they have enough players. I think they need more, but I'm Chris Berman, hopefully. And TNT doesn't have a contract for next year. I hope ESPN has enough guts to dish out the money to get the NKAA back where it belongs, just like hockey on ESPN. Back where it belongs. Now that I got that off my chest, we're going to be joined with the 0-2 Detroit Pistons. The game has just taken place. TJ Dumars now. I understand that TJ, he wouldn't give any comments after the game, so we're extremely happy that he'd come here and speak his piece. Certainly, we're not crazy about the NKAA over here, so he can say what he wants, because it's not on ESPN. He can say what he feels. If he likes it, dislikes it. So this is, I believe, the only reason he came on this show is because we're on ESPN, because he didn't want to get fined or suspended. But he's here because this is ESPN, and that's a message to the NKAA. We can get people, buddy. ESPN. Understand? All right, introducing from the Detroit Pistons, although they're 0-2, ladies and gentlemen, TJ Dumars.
Hello, Chris.
Hello. How you doing,
What's
TJ?
up, man? Pretty good. Well,
now,
go ahead.
welcome to the Chris Berman Show. Yourself at home. You guys are 0-2. It's been a tough season so far.
Yeah, it has. I mean, all the years I've been here, I enjoy myself. I won, what was it, two? Two with my,
2 rings.
2 rings. With the one with the Heat, I think. I'm pretty sure. That was a while ago.
Didn't you win 3?
One with Heat. Yeah, we did. Cleveland Cavaliers, and I traded a while in Detroit. We haven't really started off on a good season this year, but on a high note, I think I predict we will win the 2 games. But I mean, hey, if we don't, I'm not a sore loser. I got 3 rings, and you know, I got to give it up. You know what I'm saying?
That's an excellent theory. I mean, you've had some great years, other than the 3rd season when you were paired up with Danny, who really didn't show up. When you were paired up with him, I mean, other than those, you had 3 great years. But now, I mean, it's come a time when both you and your former partner, you don't have the same guys that you used to have on your team, and you have to struggle to get victories nowadays.
Yeah, I do. It's like now everything's different. The teams are way different. This is one of the years that really the team I got traded. I've been with the same partner for a while, that was just nice. But now, you know, I'm moving on, and I got to be like a one-man showboat, you know. But I try to pass when I can, but when it's on the line, you know, I have to take a shot. And I'm sorry, but you know.
Talk about as Joe, Montana, and Phil Simms, and many players have said that it's been great to be with one team for so long, and you know, you get to the Super Bowl, hypothetically say in football, or to the finals, and you get there, and I mean, it's so early in your career that you don't enjoy it as much as you should. You don't enjoy getting those victories day after day after day as you should. Would you respect a victory or another ring more now than you would any other time?
I would say so, but my best year was with the Miami Heat. I would say my rookie year, I was just coming off. I mean,
right,
nobody was really good.
The question is,
you know,
would you enjoy a ring now more than you did in your rookie year? I mean, would you savor it knowing how hard it is now to get back there?
No, I wouldn't. I'm sorry. I would really enjoy winning it, you know, but it would never be the same. Never.
That's unusual because most of the players, I mean, when you're in your rookie years and your early years, I mean, you've stacked up so many rings and stacked up so many victories that it seems like every season it's just going to stay the same, and then all of a sudden you're here, and I guess he's just going to take like a statement like Isaiah Thomas might have said. He said, "You won so many, you don't need anymore."
Right. I think that's not really true, but you know, you go out to play basketball to have fun, to win, but when you lose, I mean, you got to take the loss. But I mean, if I do win it this year, yeah, I'll be happy. But I don't think I'll be as happy as I was, because And when this year is not really meaningful to me. I haven't started off very good. I'm shooting lousy.
Which brings me, if you don't mind, to another point. This you might not want to talk about this, or you might as well. But the All-Star team is always mostly a shoo-in for you. But if I went and did stats right now, I'm sure the likings of some maybe Jordan or a Danny, maybe even definitely a Hiram would be better of yours. Which means when the All-Star voting comes around, I mean, they might be voted above you. You might not even get to an All-Star team, actually being punished for being partner to Jacob.
That's true. I mean, I've been an All-Star all the times I've been here. I mean, I really enjoyed it. It's fun with the guys, and I have fun. But if I can't make it this year, I can't make it this year. But I will come, and I'll enjoy myself. I'll enjoy watching the games and the events. You know, you can't win all the time.
All right, I really appreciate you answering all the questions that we could throw at you. So we're gonna take it a little easier now. We're gonna kick into this mode. Let me ask you a question about three-point championship, which I know you don't have. You're not gonna have any feelings held back. You can talk free about this. The three-point title. Billy Pippin, or whoever he is this year, is back.
All right.
He won the first one. He wasn't here for the second one. He says he's gonna take it from you.
You know, like I said, I'm not doing very good this year. As you can see on the tape, I missed it very a lot.
Correct, but you had a partner in Jacob, three-pointers, same every year.
True, but you know, I need to get my shot back. I've taken a break for basketball for a while, and you know, we'll see when the tap. And if I lose, I'll walk the walk.
As you can see, this is the official NKAA Rollings ball. Now, TJ, three-point championship, as we were talking about earlier, it was a classic because both of those championships were something. Billy wins it at the last shot, you win it at your last shot. I mean, each year it's become so big as the three-point championship, to the point where if you don't win it, you're ridiculed about it all year. I mean, when you didn't win it, you felt the loss. Billy would remind you about it every day.
Oh, yeah, he did. But, I mean, I just kept it in my mind. And
if he wins it again?
He wins it again?
He'll remind you about it.
It don't matter to me.
Until the next one comes around.
But he had no excuse last year. I mean, even if it wasn't
here. He wasn't here.
But that's no excuse. I won, and that's automatic. I mean, if it's not my fault.
He still has the trophy.
It's not my fault.
Mind you, he still has the trophy.
And
talked to him about it a little day. I said, Mr. Billy, he said, yes, Chris. And I said, you still have the trophy? He said, until he takes it away from me, it's mine.
I don't mind, just as long as I know that I did win last year, and I will play my hardest this year. I'm going to practice my hardest. If I lose, I'll lose.
No, that's being a man of you, because normally in previous seasons you've not been known for this. You've been known for quitting early, even with a good partner. I mean, I'm surprised you're doing this with a bad partner.
Yeah, this year's a little different for me. My rookie year, I was thinking right, and you know, once someone else quit, I quit, and it didn't work out for me. Sometimes I wasn't going along with my owners or the team or manager. It wasn't going right.
The Detroit Pistons, this is a team that seems troubled this year, 0-2. I mean, what's wrong with the chemistry? Is there something wrong with the passing? What's wrong with it overall?
I gotta say my partner. I mean, I'm not blaming it on him, no, but he's not the partner I'm used to. You know, I gotta get used to the partner first before I play. I really didn't spend that much time with him, but
So are you telling me that if you played with him for 2 to 3 years, you would be used to him and it'd be same old, same old?
Yeah, it would, but not the same exactly. I would have to practice with him every day, teaching, because he's not a really good shooter.
Hate to ask people to make predictions. Actually, I don't hate, but I know they hate to answer. Are you gonna make the All-Star team?
Like I said before, I'm gonna try my hardest.
That's the question. I didn't ask if you were gonna try.
No, I don't know.
I asked if you would make it. I want a prediction.
I predict I will make it.
Let's see. The voters, they have a lot to do with that.
Yeah.
Mike.
Yeah.
He'll vote for you. You'll vote for yourself.
It depends.
Right. Who would back you?
What?
Who would back you?
Back me up, you mean?
Yeah.
I can't really comment, but I got a lot of friends around the league. I mean, but friendship really don't matter. But you know,
When it comes to basketball,
yeah.
it's about Jacob Lane Beer. Do you guys have a friendship off the court?
We really don't talk that much. I mean, sure we might play some football together, but it's very rarely. You know, this kid is not. He cusses a lot. You know.
If it all started over next year, would you be happy with him?
No, I think I would have to. If he was on my team next year, if you know the round pick again, I would have to resign from NKAA. I couldn't lose 2 in a row. I mean, I know. I'm pretty sure.
All right, let me ask you that then. If a Jordan was on your team, could you live with that?
It depends.
Danny?
Danny, it still depends.
All right, Hiram.
Hiram, I would consider it. You know, we would have to practice a lot.
I understand, but you've already had 3 championships. I mean, how many do you want until you really feel satisfied to the point where you can just sit back with any partner and say, hey, another year?
I want to at least win 1 more.
Before it's all over, but I'm pretty sure we have a lot more seasons ahead of us. I mean, every year when we quit, you figure there's no tomorrow.
Right.
The row is this.
Yeah, it's a good league. Yeah, every year you think it's over, but it just comes on back.
A league has never really been finished before. It's never ended because someone will quit.
Yeah.
Last year, not to mention names, but I will, Mike Ewing, which led to eventually automatically you guys being declared champions.
Right.
Things lead to other things. Will we finish this year?
I would say we will, but I have a feeling that Mike Ewing, somewhere, somehow, is not going to play most of the
And if
games.
he leaves, will you follow?
No, I won't, but I will try to get him back. But you know, if he doesn't, you know, I'm just going to have to live with that. You know what I'm saying?
Understand now. The departure of Rob O'Neill last year, actual name Rob Stonefire, as he calls himself. Will the league miss a guy like Rob, or will it endorse a guy like Brent?
I'm pretty glad to have Brent in our league right now. He's not a.
Is he the kind that's going to be here for another 3-4 years? Like he's the kind he's going to be here this year, but you won't see him next.
I think he will be here for a while. Because he's not a quitter. He's not a poor loser.
Well, if I were 2-0, I wouldn't quit either.
Still, you know what I'm saying? You could tell his reactions. I know Brent. Rob would just. I mean, he wasn't really an all-around player.
He was here for 2 seasons.
I know, but he's not. I mean, I substituted with him. I should know. One incident they missed. He had a foul on him. Punched the tree about 10 times. I mean,
First season.
That's just.
So if you want to go back, that's going back.
I wouldn't want to necessarily play with him.
All right, if Rob came back and you were partners with him next year, you can't tell me that you would say no.
I would say no. I would never be partners with him. I played, like I said.
I personally, Chris Berman, don't believe that.
I'm sorry.
I can't. Rob, whether you like him as a person or not, I think it's really about
I couldn't stand him.
basketball.
I know. I wouldn't stand him. I wouldn't pass it to him. I would just throw it out of bounds and then get the ball.
I understand. Preferably. I mean, the competition in NKAA, it seems like you get worse players, but at the same time the players get better. I mean, you get the addition of a Brent, you lose a Rob, you get a Sean, and you know it just comes and goes.
Right. Sorry
Players and good players. There's such a gap. If you can name one person who's right in the middle, 1, 2 people who's right in the middle, who is just they're not sorry, but they're not one of the great players.
Right.
Who would that be?
I would have to say right now, a kind of a shiny person is right now is I would have to say Jordan and Hiram Munoz, who really came a lot of.
Yeah, he did. He worked off in the offseason.
Yeah, he has. I mean, he surprised me in that game. I really stood back and I thought he was going to miss, but he shocked me on a lot of shots.
All right. I know this is turning into a rather long conversation, but that's too bad because this is the Chris Berman Show, damn it, and we want to get every bit of word out of you. So if you say something wrong, then they'll be on your tail about it. Hiram, speaking of this guy worked very hard in the off season. I mean, he seems to he's taken a step to the next level from star to, decent player. Is this going to continue? Is he going to get better and better? Or is he just going to fall back down, or is he going to stick around?
I think he'll get a little better as, progress goes on, years and years. But I don't think he was going to fall down, no, I don't. But when he wins a ring, I'm glad for him because he worked for that ring. He worked hard. Right now he looks like he is going to get a ring, but we'll see.
You're not in a good position this year with Jacob Landier. Each year it just seems harder and harder. I mean, you start out with the same partner you had him for 3 years.
Right.
And, it just seems harder and harder every year. But ignoring that fact right now, I want you to ask, and I'm not trying to be prejudiced considering Ali is a good friend of mine, but the double-double once scored and only time ever even came close to, kind of like the 100 points that Will Chamberlain made in an NBA game, the 10-point, 12 rebound effort. Is that a touchable record? Is that a record someone might be able to think about? 10 points and 12 rebounds in a single game? Double. Is that a record you think yourself could get to? Or if not, think anyone else could get to that?
I think anybody can do anything they want, but that is hard. And personally, I don't think I could do it because I'm a shooting person, and I'm not really there for the rebounds. If I do get a rebound, it has to be a stealing rebound. But I don't think I will ever get it. But you never know. Anybody can do anything in basketball.
That reminds me of another question. Ali, he led the league in assists by a large margin both years past. 2.3 to about 0.5 last year. He had 4 games the year before. I mean, he's just killing people in assists. So I'm wondering, he doesn't have you as a partner this year to give the assists to. Is Hiram Munoz going to be there for those assists, or is he just going to falter into the rest of the pack?
It depends, like I said, about his shooting. If he misses and someone else rebounds, that's not going to be an assist. And Ali's going to have to really help Hiram to make these shots if he wants to win the assist this year. Because there's a lot of other good people that's throwing assists for other people, and Ali may lose it this year if Hiram doesn't make his shots.
All right, TJ. Before we go, one last question. Yet another prediction. As much as you hate predictions, as much as everyone does.
Right.
Your team. Do they have a chance to win a game against a Chicago team or say a New York team who they might have to go against in the last 2 games? Do you have a chance in that game? I mean, you've been blown up by Miami 17-2. That must have felt horrible. Then you come back and lose again to 16-11. And I mean, you're 0-2 and you just started the season. And right now, your future in the playoffs looks very, very bleak.
Yeah, it does. Really, we have to give all of our heart out in the 2 games we have left in this regular season. I do, if we really play our heart out, I think we will win both of them. But, Mike Ewing's going to be on my case, so I'm really going to have to work with my partner, even though I don't like working with him, but I'm going to have to pass to him.
Plain beer. All right, TJ, thank you very, very much. It's been a pleasure having you on the Chris Berman Show.
See you later.
Berman Show, brought to you by Toyota. So, TJ Dumars, rather an unusual-like person, you might say. He's rather greedy, in my own words, to put that together, but he wants a lot of rings. But I can say the same for my own friend or friends in that situation. I mean, you got a workhorse like Hiram who comes out every single year to play and has none, and then you get this kind of guy who has 3 and still wants more. But at least he's still hanging around. I'm Chris Berman for the Chris Berman Show. It's been brought to you by Toyota. It's also been brought to you by Kellogg's. They're great. So, for the rest of our staff, for TJ Dumars, for the entire staff, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Chris Berman Show. I'm Chris Berman. Next year, hopefully the ESPN will have NKAA back where it belongs. I'll see you next time with a new guest on the Chris